This is Special Agent Tish Schuler. It's Monday, August 11th, 14:57 hours, here at the Beaver Creek Fire Department with Lieutenant Hawker. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Or correct pronunciation of your last name. Lieutenant, if you could just give me your name and spell your last name and position with the fire department.
My name's Christine Marie Hawker. Last name is spelled Hawker. I'm a lieutenant at Station 62, and I've been with the Beaver Creek Township Fire Department for 12 years, since 2002.
Okay, and going back to a date that we're going to be discussing, the officer-involved shooting and the, I guess you will, critical care needed, or critical care assistance needed at Walmart. What is your recollection of how you were dispatched to that event, and what did you do once responding to Walmart to assist that patient?
We were dispatched as a second engine on a critical care patient, as we dispatched 2 engines and a medic to those particular types of calls. So we were the second engine that arrived on scene, and once we were on scene, we met up with EMS operations, Lieutenant Du Bois, and he directed us to the second patient, which was the lady who was in cardiac arrest.
Okay, and once you were directed back, well, first, on your way back there, once you met with that patient, what other fire personnel were with you, or EMT personnel?
The firefighter Josh Wells was on the engine crew with me. It was he and I, and then there were 2 officers there already, Officer Nisley, and then Sergeant Malnar, I believe.
Okay.
But he was in street clothes, if I recollect, and he was not performing any patient care, but Officer Nisley was doing CPR and had an AED present.
Okay, so you actually witnessed her administering first aid to that patient?
Yes, she was giving CPR and had already shocked the patient twice with the AED.
Okay. And what was your direct contact with that patient, if any?
We did patient care per our protocol for a full arrest patient.
Okay. And was she transported?
Yes.
Okay. Where was she transported?
She was transported to Soin Medical Center.
Okay. And what level medical center would that be?
As far as
like 1, 2, I know they were referring
for trauma, they're a level 3,
okay.
But we did not have any. This wasn't a trauma.
Okay.
This was a medical.
Okay. So it would make sense that if questioning or asking why the patient with any type of gunshot wound or a very serious condition would be transported to a more appropriate hospital, although it may be a little bit further, it may be more appropriate to handle that specific situation. Would that make sense to
Correct.
To explain it that way?
Per our protocol,
okay.
yeah.
That's per protocol. Okay. And once she was transported, was that the end of your involvement in that situation?
I went out of service on the engine because my second firefighter Wells went in with the medic crew.
Okay.
And I gathered up my equipment, which we had already carried out of the building, so I never went back in the building at that point.
Okay.
And then gathered my equipment, went over to the hospital, and picked up my my driver so that I could go back in service.
So you didn't witness...
supplies.
I'm sorry.
Restocked our supplies.
Okay. All right. So you didn't witness, come into contact, or have any conversation with the officers pertaining to the patient that they were dealing with the other trauma? You didn't go over to that scene. You didn't step into that crime scene. Non-contact.
Negative.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else you feel that I should know about your involvement, or does that pretty much sum it up?
That's pretty much it. In and out.
All right. All right. To conclude this interview, it's still Monday, August 11th, 15:02 hours.